Well, Bina comes from Chachma. I understood that Bina is actually a child of Chachma and Das, I think.
I know what you're heading to, yeah. The answer is Chassidus explains like this, that although Bina comes in a sequence after Chachma, but Bina is not born from Chachma. Bina is not created from Chachma. Bina is another section in the brain which is analyzing what Chachma sends it.
And Das? How is Das?
And Das is the intuition. Das actually has about 12 concepts. Feeling, sensitivity, acknowledgement, the deeper insight, to sum up, to break it down, I mean, to just in a nutshell. Chachma is the lightning. It's like a lightning strike that strikes a person. It's, for example, a person sitting and learning, and he comes to a certain question he doesn't understand, and all of a sudden he's thinking, and something comes to his mind. He says, oh, I have a brainstorm, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing. So this is Chachma. Then comes Bina, he analyzes this brainstorm. Then comes Das, and brings it down in a way that the emotions open up. So basically Das breaks down later into Chesed and Gvura, which are the emotions, love and fear. Das is considered in Hebrew, it's called Hakora, Hargosha. It has many different deep concepts in a person. It's even higher than the other, than Chochmah and Bina. Das.
I have a question that's a little bit more practical in a sense. Bottom line, men and women, what are we doing wrong? What should we do? Like, what can we learn from all this, which is very, very beautiful, to change how we interact?
In general, it is that every person should know what they need to do. I mean, there's things that the husband that's husband's functions. There are things that are the woman's function. There's certain areas, territory where the husband is, and there's certain territory where where the women are the ones that are in charge. And basically, when it comes to it's in general, when it speaks about husband and wife, as I mentioned earlier, it's actually one unit, and therefore one is contributing to the other, helping the other in every way. Mind, feeling, and practical sense, because it is one unit, and you can't just divide it and say when one half soulmate, one will go one direction, one will go the other direction. It has to be as one. And as it's mentioned in the Talmud, Ish v'isha zochu, if they married, then the Shechina is also dwells amongst them. And as Shalom Bayis is the most important thing, peace in the house. The Rebbe once mentioned, when somebody asked the Rebbe if it says that when a person folds the talis after Shabbos, the first thing it's mentioned in Shulchan Aruch, the code of the law, that the first thing a person should begin the week with is the inyan of folding the talis. Why the talis? Because since the talis was given as a gift by the wife, so therefore he remembers his wife in the beginning of the week. So the Rebbe says, I don't know if it does work or not, but I'm sure that if you pull up your sleeves and wash the dishes, that definitely will contribute to Shalom Bayis. Yeah.
You said the Jewish woman is primarily related to refining personality and world, but then you said also the imot, the matriarchs, were not as down to earth. Can you explain that?
The patriarchs. The patriarchs were higher. The matriarchs were basically more practical. Yes, we see it by Sarah when she related to the chinuch of her child. We see it in the aftermath of what came as a result of Sarah. After Sarah's passing, we see they bought land. Everything, it was related to this physical world. Mm-hmm. That in this physical world, there's a property that became Jewish property till this very day.
But is there a difference in the quality of service between the matriarchs and, let's say, the women of this generation in terms of the quality or type of what they're performing, their avodah in this world?
The Rebbe quotes from the Talmud. The Talmud says, I think it's in the Talmud of Nazir, that every Jewish woman are daughters of Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. So therefore it is basically descendants. And we just have to continue the tradition. Of course, in a more modern world, but just to hold on to the guidance that we received from previous generations.
Any other questions?